We'll begin today sitting in a comfortable cross-legged position. And comfortable is not optional. So if it's not comfortable for you to sit cross-legged, you might want to boost your seat up with a cushion or something. And if you don't have that, you can just roll the end of your mat up to make a little pillow and sit off the edge of that. And then we'll take the palms and press them down into the legs as we inhale and lift the spine tall. And then exhale and relax the shoulders down, and then rest your hands however you like. And let your eyes rest, whether that means closing them or just lowering your gaze. Maybe drop your chin a tiny bit, relaxing the back of your neck. Just a tiny bit, just like 5 degrees. Let your belly relax. Hips relax. The face is soft and relaxed. And then bring your attention to your breath. Notice where the breath goes. If it's long or short, deep or shallow, rhythmic or not. And then start to deepen the breath, breathing into the belly, feeling the belly expand. Then breathing into the belly and the ribs. And then breathing into the belly and the ribs and the chest. Lengthening the breath, lengthening the body. See if you can feel the body releasing and relaxing on the exhale. And then bring the hands to the floor in front of you. And just start to sweep your hands across the ground, all the way over from side to side, moving with your breath. And the next time you go to the left, continue and lift the arm into a big circle. And again. And then circle the other way, same arm. The next time the hand comes down, sweep the other one across and make a big circle. Letting the eyes follow the hand. Letting the movement follow the breath. The next time the arm comes down, reverse. The next time the hand comes down, just let it rest. And then sit back upright. Relax the shoulders down. And then inhale and open the arms out and back, sending the chest forward and the eyes up. And then exhale, round your back, clasp your hands and press the palms forward, tuck the chin. Inhale, lift the clasped hands, lift the gaze, lift the heart. Exhale, bring the hands together at the heart. Inhale, open wide, shoulders back, chest forward. Exhale, round, pressing the clasp of your hands forward as you draw the belly toward the spine. And then get as tall and as long as you can as you inhale up. Exhale, Anjali Mudra at your chest. Keep going at your own pace. Last round. And then the next time the hands come up, on the exhale, fold forward. Drop the elbows. Relax the shoulders. Relax the head down. And then just breathe deeply, spreading the breath into as much of the body as you can. Relaxing over. And then slowly start to walk your hands in to roll up. Reach the arms up as you inhale. Exhale, hands back to the center of your chest. Relax your hands. Notice the cross of your legs, which one's in front or on top. And then release the leg, shake them out. Rub the knees if that would feel good. Cross the legs again, please, with the opposite foot in front or on top. Sitting nice and tall, lifting the heart but not the head. You could pull up through the top of the head, but keep the chin level or maybe slightly lower than level. Feeling your three-part breath, belly, ribs, chest. And wrap the hands around the shins or the front shin. And then inhale, send the chest forward and the eyes up. Exhale, round the back, leaning away from the hands, drawing the belly in. And then inhale, shoulders back, chest out, eyes up. Exhaling, reversing. And then on your next inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Relaxing the arms down, relaxing the elbows down, relaxing the shoulders down, relaxing the head down. Feel each breath, filling in as much as you can, then releasing and relaxing. And your next inhale, walk the hands in, roll up, reach up. Exhale, hands together in front of the heart. And then flip over your legs, coming onto hands and knees. And bring your knees together. Hands under the shoulders, knees at the level of the hips, but not right under the hips because the knees are touching. And then we'll make big circles around with the buttocks. In reverse. And back to center. And now take your knees hip width apart. We're going to lift the left knee, take it out to the side, and make big circles in the air. Reverse directions. And then step the foot out. so that the right hip is lined up over the right knee. And then walk your hands in, roll yourself up. Bring the left hand onto the left leg, right arm up, inhale. And exhale, slide down the leg. Roll your gaze up and to the right. What happens if you push down with your left foot? Are you reaching out of your right hand? Are you breathing as deep as you can? On your next inhale, lift up. And then exhale, lower the right hand and find your right heel. If you don't reach it, curl your toes under and see if that helps you reach it. And if you still don't reach it, just bring the hand onto the hip. That's fine. Now we'll take the left arm up, drop the head back. See if the arm can come back behind you. Push into the feet and send your hips forward. And then feel your breath. Are you still breathing belly, ribs, chest? Drop your head down to the right. Release your left arm down. Lift yourself up. Step that left foot forward. Come onto the heel. And then fold over the leg. One arm on either side of the leg. Now, if the arms are straight and you're able to put a slight bend in the elbow, please do so. If the hands touch the ground, not everybody's will reach, but if yours are on the ground, take weight out of your hands. So they're just touching for balance, but not holding you up. And then see if you can feel the inhale moving through the length of your torso. As you exhale, draw the navel toward the spine. One more breath. And then lift your head and bend your left knee, dropping your hips, coming into a lunge. Let your tailbone drop down. Lift your gaze up. With every exhale, let your hips be heavier, sinking down. Okay. Now bend your right leg. Reach your left hand back for your foot. And then drop the outer right leg down toward the floor. You might lift your inner left foot a little bit and let that left knee open out a little bit so that you're really dropping down through the outer right leg and hip as you're pulling the heel toward the buttock. Breathing in and out. And release the foot and the hand. Step that left knee back. Hands on the shoulders again. Then lift the right knee and make big circles in the air with the right knee. And reverse. And then step the foot down with the leg out to the side and straight. Walk the hands in, roll yourself up. Right hand resting on the right leg. Left arm lifts up as you inhale. And slide down that right leg as you exhale. Turning your gaze up and to the left. Reaching out of the fingertips. Sinking down. Breathing into the stretch. On an inhale, lift up. Place the left hand on the left heel, curling the toes under if need be, or hand to hip. Leaning back, lifting the right arm, lifting the chest, dropping the head back. Send your hips forward. Are you still breathing all the way up to your chest? Then lower your head down and to the left. Lift yourself up, releasing your arm. And then send that right leg forward, coming onto your heel, flexing the foot. Reach up, inhale. Exhale over the leg. So initially it might feel tight and you might want to brace yourself with your hands, but you can see that as you start to breathe and things loosen up, you can take weight out of your hands and just let yourself surrender with each exhale. Let the elbows bend, pull the toes toward the head. Long, slow breath. And lift your head, bend your front knee, dropping the hips, coming into a lunge, lifting your gaze, feeling the upward flow of the inhale and the downward sink of the exhale. Okay, now before we go into the next phase, See what happens if you draw your right foot and your left knee toward each other. See if that automatically helps kind of drop the outside of that left hip. And then we'll go ahead and bend the left leg, reach the right hand back to the foot. And again, you can let the right knee kind of fall open, coming onto the outer edge of that foot, so that we can drop the outside of the left leg down, pulling the heel toward the buttock. And then release. Send the right knee back. Let's come into child's pose. Holding over your legs, letting the arms relax over the sides. Except if the forehead doesn't reach the ground without lifting the buttocks up. We don't want to lift the buttocks up. We want to sit down on the feet. And then if the forehead doesn't touch down, we just support it with hands or fists. Feeling the rest, feeling the breath, feeling the sense of being rather than doing. And then send the arms forward, hands shoulder width apart. Leave the hands where they are. Lift your buttocks off your feet. Spread your fingers wide. Curl your toes under. And then come into downward dog. Let's bend one knee and press the other heel down. Whichever one you want. Let the belly drop toward the bent thigh. Feel the forward pressure of the hands, sending your hips back and your heel down. See if the breath can reach all the way to your hips. And then change legs. Both heels down now, please. Roll the shoulders down the back. Push into the hands again like you're trying to fold your torso onto your thighs. Drop the head. Feel the breath. And then walk the feet forward, up to the hands. Soften your knees, tuck the chin. Roll yourself up, reach the arms up. And then exhale, bring the hands together to the heart. Feel your standing posture. Feel your breath, belly, ribs, chest. Lift the toes and spread them wide, lower them down. Inhale the arms out to the side. Exhale, right arm under left. Wrap the arms around each other, bringing the backs of the hands, or if you can, the front of the hands together. And lift the elbows. Bend the knees. Shift weight into your left foot. Gaze past your arms at a spot in front of you. Lift the right leg. Really sitting down in an imaginary chair so you can cross the leg over and maybe hook the foot behind. Draw the navel in and down, lengthening and lowering your sacrum. Breathing into that stretch across the upper back. Knees. Come back to standing. Lifting toes, spreading wide. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling, arms out to the side. Exhale, left arm under right. Backs of the hands or palms of the hands together. Bend the knees. Shift weight into the right foot. Eyes are open, looking past your arms at one spot. And then lift the left leg. Maybe the spot needs to change. Hook the foot if you can. Sit down lower if you can. Lift the elbows higher. Focus on your breath. Peace. Step the legs wide apart. Have the heels as wide as the little toes so the feet aren't angled. They're parallel to the edges of your mat. Now the arms will either be out to the side, or if you want it to be a little bit easier, they'll be back behind you, down by your side, or a little harder, the arms are overhead. We're gonna fold forward from the hips and stop when the torso is parallel to the ground. Make sure the eyes are looking straight down. Push down into the feet, lengthen forward through the hands. And then release the hands down, folding over. If the hands touch down, walk them back until the fingertips are at the same level as the toes. And the hands are shoulder width apart. And then if the hands are touching down, pressing forward through the fingertips. Push down into the feet, lift the thighs. Deep breath in and out. And then just shift your hips, bringing one down and the other up, going back and forth, feeling that extra stretch as you dip down. And then come back to stillness and walk the hands over to the right leg. Body follows. And then if you like, you can reach out through the left arm, finding that long diagonal as you pull the left hip back. Still sinking down over the right leg. And draw the right hand in by the foot. Lift your torso, get it parallel to the ground. Extend forward through your chest as you inhale. And then twist, lifting the right arm up, pulling the belly in, tucking the left ribs under as you exhale. And release down. Come through center and over to the other side. Hanging over the left leg. Straighten both legs. Reach out long through the right arm. Maybe pulling back the right hip. And then bring the hand in to the foot. Lift the torso, get it straight. Extend forward through the chest. And then lift the left arm and the gaze, twisting. And release it down. Walk the hands back to center. Bring the hands onto the hips. Elbows toward the sky. Flat back. Lifting yourself up. Heel toe. And then heel and stay. Inhale up. Arms reach high. Exhale, bending the knees. Lowering down. Bringing the inside, bringing the back of the arms to the inside of the thighs. See if the thumbs can come to the sternum. Draw your belly in, your tailbone down. And if you want to push your legs wider, you can tent your hands, taking your heels of your hands apart, or you can take fists, or maybe just one is the right amount. And then just shift a little bit from side to side. And then release your hands to the ground. Lower yourself down. Straighten the legs, shake them out. Circle the feet around at the ankles. Circle the other way. And then bend your knees, bringing your feet under your knees and your back onto the ground. Feet are hip width apart. Arms are resting by your sides with the palms down. Breath is nice and deep and slow. Belly, ribs, chest. And then we'll press into the feet, lift the hips, press into the shoulders, lift the ribs, roll the shoulders under you. If your hands can clasp under you, go ahead and do that. If not, you might want to grab onto the outer edges of your mat. Pulling away from you with your hands helps give you a nice lift in the posture in our bridge pose. And we'll push down and forward into the feet to lift the hips even more. Push down into the upper arms and shoulders, lift the ribs even more. Breathe belly to chest. Your hands are clasped. What happens if you pull them away from each other? And release hands, lay your spine back down slowly, one vertebra at a time. And then lift your feet off the ground. Bring your hands to your thighs. Press your hands into your thighs and your thighs into your hands as you pull the belly down toward the floor. And then bring your knees in to your chest with your hands. We'll rock lengthwise on our spine and come up into shoulder stand. If you're pregnant or if you don't want to do shoulder stand for any reason, you can just bring your hands under your back and lift your legs. Shoulder stand is a really good posture. I advise you to try it if you're able. We'll rock on the spine. And then when we get the hips nice and high off the floor, bring the hands to the hips. Send the legs straight up. And then start to walk the hands down the back toward the floor. Shoulders and elbows come in toward each other. So you should feel like you're on your shoulders and not on your neck. Back of your head is touching the floor, the shoulders on the ground, and the neck is off the floor. Then lift your tailbone toward your feet. Lift your feet toward the sky. Breathe.
And we'll take it into plow pose. Send the legs overhead. Curl toes under on the floor if you can reach the floor. If you don't reach the floor, make sure you keep holding on to your back. If you do reach the floor, clasp your hands the opposite clasp that you did before. Whatever way you want to clasp them, put the other thumb on the outside. And that's only for those of you whose feet are on the floor. Otherwise, it's too much weight on your neck to not be holding on if the feet aren't on the floor. And then if the feet are on the floor, press the thighs toward the sky. Deep breath. Release the hands, bring them to your back. Lift your feet, bending the knees, laying the spine down slowly. Then bring the feet back to the ground. Lift your hips, tuck them under. Lay them back down. Release your legs, shake them out, roll your head from side to side. And if you have an eye pillow, place that on your eyes. If not, just close your eyes. Send your arms out away from the body with the palms up. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the weight of the body into the ground. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw, letting the lips gently part. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind, turning the full attention to the feeling of the breath, becoming absorbed in the breath so that there's no thinking, no fantasizing, no remembering. It's just mind aware of breath. You let the breath go so that you're not trying to breathe. And the breath just happens on its own, and you can become curious about it. And if the mind starts to wander, that's fine. Just bring it back when you realize. Deeply relaxed. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go.
Breathe into your heart, fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath, stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rock gently from side to side, massaging the back with the ground. Then come center, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. Roll onto your side, resting your head on your bottom arm, resting your body on the ground. Maybe letting yourself be held by your supported. Allowing yourself just to surrender into that support. And slowly begin to lift yourself up into any comfortable seated position. Sinking down through the sit bones, lifting through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.